Let 'em go, Jeff Rush says. Yeah, pull on down there and see if you can't go to the future. It takes 88. Oh, yeah. Frame to frame and tore his own car up. That was a 724. Got a piece of that wall. Is all hung up. They're getting busy now. We might want to zoom out. .724 got the Lucky Dog Award, and I heard his fans a cheering.
Boy, some good action right now.
Oh yeah, big time shots happening. Wake them up. The red flags are flying. Mike Mitchell got one in after the siren. Going to stop them again here. Another red flag flying. There's little Miss Ryland Tincher right at the bottom of the camera. Got her some sexy numbers there. White Boy Design roof sign I see on that car. Her dad, Mr. Mike Tincher, hot and ready. 496 running the skid loader this weekend. One of the toughest guys I know. I see green flags up.
Hard to get out of that habit, isn't it?
I'm just trying to have a good time. I wore these work boots in here today. I can't take my shoes off as easy.
Oh, no.
Well, according to Wendell Bowman, you can take a pair of Doc Martens off without untying them. Just ask Toby Hiley at about 2 a.m.
Got a parking lot up here on the left-hand side of the track.
Oh,
doing some work
yeah,
on the right
ride
side.
them out. Let's ride them out. Red flags again. I can see a bumper right behind that 607. Steve, who was you talking about when you said somebody lost a bumper in the first few minutes and you could see him? Because if it was me, I'm trying to think, when the heck did I lose a bumper? Who was it?
I actually didn't see which car it came off of. I just saw they picked up a front bumper.
That's been bugging me for about an hour. I'm glad I got that off my chest so I didn't lose any sleep tonight. I'm thinking, man, I know I'm getting old, but I don't remember ever losing no bumper.
No.
I can remember about the two
I
or
know
three
what
I've
you're talking
lost, and that's it.
I'm talking about our producer.
Uh-oh.
Billy's first run in the Camry had a little issue holding the bumper on the front of the car.
Sorry, Billy. He's going to make it up this weekend at Midwest Massacre in that full-size 24-hour build truck.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. We're going to taste the dirt. We're going to let them know what it's like, and then we're going to throw dirt all over the crowd. There's only one way to do a dirt review and know exactly how good it is. That's just eat a little bit of it. Just ask Billy.
He knows. Here's a good shot. Man, these cars junking themselves back to back here.
Oh, yeah. Remember yesterday when I said, well, I don't mind eating dirt, but I don't like getting it in my eyes?
Yeah.
That's what Trent Braun said this morning in the hallway, too. He was talking about how dusty it was. That was burning his eyes. I said, man, we just talked about that.
Yeah. Another red.
You know how to fix the bumpers falling off, Steve? Every time we got to stop the Derby. Now, what are they doing? Every time we got to stop the Derby because somebody's bumper fell off, you go out there and cut a tire.
That's one way to do it.
And I promise you they'll figure out how to weld that bumper on. Unload the clip.
You're going to get the hate messages for that one.
I'm okay with that. That's how I feel.
Did you hear the time when I said what to do when you break a header or roll a car over and bend a header?
No.
I said, if you roll somebody over and the header bends and it's all full of dirt, rather than spending 20 minutes with a stick trying to get the dirt out of there,
right?
Just cut the header off with a Sawzall and let the guys run. It takes 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You're back to Derby. Oh, man.
Oh, you got roasted. It was probably me doing the roasting because the way I see it, when they're digging dirt out of that header, I'm like, oh, no. They can dig that out while we're under a green flag. It's time to go. It ain't our problem. They got them big, long headers.
Right.
You ask Don Santel how long the headers is supposed to be. Measure from the hood to the cradle.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
He said that, and for that raffle car I did this year, I always had whatever stock DC made. I think it was like 18 inches,
yep.
But I told Trevor Petke this year, I said, I want some of them short ones. That way you see that all the time. You see them big old tall headers and they roll over and they're packed full of mud. They're about bent, ripped off the head.
You know that headers can be tuned for length?
No, I don't know that.
You use a crayon on the header tube.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Then
yeah,
you
I
see
did
where
know
it
that.
melts. Yep.
I did know that. Yep, that's old school, Steve.
I used to run a set of headers back in the East Coast for a promoter named Stoney Roberts.
Yep.
And they started allowing headers for the first time, but their stipulation was they had to be under or level with the hood so that if they ever had to take somebody out of the car on a backboard, the headers wouldn't be in the way. So I had DEC make me a custom set with a 13-inch rise. And man, did they sound interesting.
There's always a way. It doesn't matter what a promoter and an inspector, the Derby driver is always going to figure out a way to still have some type of advantage.
Yes, sir.
That'll never change. And when it does, I'll lose interest because that's one thing I love about the sport is the creativity. At 35 out there's Pat Snyder. Seems like every time I look up, he's laying it on somebody. Nathan Evans, 391 right there in the screen. He's laying low. He'll one that'll hit you too.
Ooh.
Mark Sturgill back home, Hampton, Ohio. He's calling Nathan and Ryland 1 and 2. Buddy, I don't know. Demolition Derby is one thing that I'm not. You just never know. They're definitely looking good. Nathan, the back of that car's rolling in real nice.
Got two separate derbies going on one side, one on the other, a big gap in the middle. And every now and then somebody will cross that sea of emptiness and make a good shot.
Yep. There ain't nothing better than being at one end, camping out in the corner and looking down and the other end's done.
Yeah.
You don't have to go down there, because if everybody's out on your end, then you got to go join a new party, and you don't know exactly what the vibe is down there.
You ever compete in or see any of the derbies at Anderson Speedway in Indiana?
Concrete?
Yeah, on the pavement.
I think John Rutherford used to go over there. I know Ed Woodard's talked about it. I've never personally been there.
What they do is they take the field, red flag out here, and they split the field up between the front stretch and the back stretch.
Yeah.
And they run two separate derbies until it gets down to about a dozen cars.
Wow.
And then they combine.
That's about as goofy as me wanting to do a derby in a parking garage and having about 25 cars on every level. You get everybody out on your level, you're going to have to go down and find out who's still in there. Probably
That's
pretty
cool.
unsafe.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Attaboy, Tim. Tell him.
I think that 724 is James Barnes. Is
Yeah.
that Fugie Barnes?
No,
Different guy?
Joseph Barnes. He's out of Georgetown, Ohio.
Thank you.
I wish Fuji was here. He run down there, what was it, the Wicked Team Show this year
Yeah.
with the Eatons. Changed the engine for the feature.
Oh, yeah?
He's a trip. I like old Fuji.
Oh, man. Ellinger's looking real good in that 818.
Gareth Shelton at 411. He ain't looking too bad himself. Cody Gamble in that number 13. You can hear those 4 in a row, can't you?
Yes, sir. Great shot.
Austin Spence in that 595, he's straight as a board. Got the bumper kicked right up into the quarters.
There's a couple of those guys that have that build in the rear just about dialed in.
Oh, they're letting them build them pretty good, man. It looked like they was letting them squeeze the trunks and everything. They're letting them do a whole lot of work to them cars without hump plates. That's risky business, but they're getting away with it.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. I was watching that 818 at Ellinger. You know, he's got that real square back end. Got a good roll to it, and the quarters are right there. But I wonder how much stress that puts on those humps. If it's just going to go straight back as opposed to rolling up.
Well, you can see the 212, and I do believe that's the results. If I do think it's all how you hit, whether you get hit or not. I mean, there's so many variables to it. The back of those cars are about junk anyway, so I mean, it about takes an artist or a surgeon to really get one right, you know, on the track. And I used to always say that, especially back in the stock days, the old iron. A good car is built on the track. Get out there and get the quarters packed in, back bumper V'd in, bowed in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Those early shots are really important. Get everything set where it needs to be.
Yeah. And then stop. Stop using it. Not until you can tighten it up. Rick Beckwith in that 206 on the far side of the screen. He come blazing down there into the pile, into the back of that 13, I do believe, of Cody Gamble. That's a 706 of Brian McGee. Got a little bit better peek at that roof sign there, right there, the black and red car. Thought I heard a siren there. 5 Junior John Campbell.
Oh, man.
Cody Gamble, red flags are flying. Gamble in that number 13. The number 5 of, I believe 5 Junior, John Campbell, he come flying down there. He's getting out of that thing now. He come flying down there and knocked one on the old 706, and the 706 come flying into the pile down there, so I was wondering if he didn't go down there and hit him, and he was just coming to return the favor.
Right.
I always tell people, everybody you hit, they're going to try to hit you back. You go out there and tag about 8 people, you're fixing to be a pinball. Oh, there went the that's not what Gamble wanted to see. That's never what you want to see sitting there on a red flag. Nathan Evans, Ryland Tincher still up there looking pretty good, but Nathan Evans looked like he got a broke tie rod there on that left side, maybe the front. The front. Of course it's the front, you ding-dong. I think these earphones are too tight. They're squeezing what little bit of brain I got. Ryland Tincher down there with a hit. I could hear the 496 humming across the track. I can't drive 55. .212 snuck into the screen there. Andrew Storer. .217.
Got right around 15 or so cars still rocking out here.
.7D is Aiden Deal. Ryland Tincher front to front with that 706.
That's McGee in the 706.
She must be feeling pretty confident with the front of that thing.
Oh, 13 a Gamble climbing out.
Yep, Gareth Shelton sitting there looking nice in the 411, clean front end. You see the number on that blue and black car?
Oh wait, there's two 13s right there. What's happening?
Oh, why is he moving? Cut a tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, that does look like a another number 13. We got a 13J.
Oh.
Jeff Gamble, and then we got Cody Gamble with a 13. I don't see a J on neither one of them.
I have Cody Gamble is 45.
Oh, really? On here is a 13.
Look at page 2.
Connor Gamble.
Connor.
45.
Ah, that's what happened.
I think that I see a 7. The only 7 I got on here is a 7D of Aiden Deal. That black and orange roof sign right there in the bottom right screen. Probably 8. Andrew Storer in that 212. 411. Gareth Shelton shoving one down the track. Ryland Tincher coming in on the top side. Nope, that was not Ryland. She's up there somewhere.
There's Tincher, 496.
And that 45 right there, that's Connor Gamble, the black and green.
Yep.
Can you make out that red and black? Is that a 09?
09 Rack, I think.
Josh Rack, okay. Getting pretty slow paced here, Steve. It's down to the folks that want to win the money. This is the one we run all the way down. This is a one and done, one shot deal.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Put the
Gamble.
driver in the passenger seat, buckled the roof.
Yep, and bellied it. Storer trying to having a lot of trouble moving now. I can see his back wheels just turning. Storer may be done. Yep, hand on the flag. Yout. That was the TKO shot from Gamble. Fisher in the 217 into rack, and now Connor Gamble, the 45 into the pile.
Sometimes these bigger features like this, when you start getting all this attrition, all the dead cars kind of sitting around, you have to be really track aware that you don't get yourself kind of cornered into a pile of dead cars you can't work your way out of.
Yep, call them cobwebs. Risky business. Yeah,
Oh.
rack. Welcome to my house. Gareth Shelton, that 411, says, yep, I'm up out of here. There ain't enough cars going to Derby like that. I'm going to head to the other end. Andrew Ellinger still rolling around in that 818.
He's looking for Gamble. Little mutual respect there.
He told Austin Spence to back up, and Austin Spence sitting right there And here come Ellinger, smoked him in the right front wheel.
Shut off on him.
Now Ryland Tincher going to get on Connor Gamble. 45 appears to be the next to go.
Doesn't look like it's trying to crank.
Austin Spence out of Sabina, Ohio. Got one of the best looking cars left on the track. Oh yeah. See, that's what I like him. He's been tapping around all heat. He's got the back squared up. You see how tight it was when he made that shot?
Yeah.
Connor Gamble's probably done. Ellinger, Gareth Shelton, 411. 595 Austin Spence, Ryland Tincher, 496. Surely we've got more at that other end. No, man, we've knocked it down top 5 just like that.
There's 2 down there.
Yeah, one of the 13 Gamble cars are down there.
Trying to work their way out of the pile.
Time's a ticking. Oh, Ellinger went ahead and threw a punch on Ryland Tincher. She didn't care too much for that. Ellinger in the 818 continues. He was trying to sneak through there and find the 496 again. She may be next on the chopping block. Gamble on borrowed time. They've got the clock ticking on a 13 down there at the far end. Steve, we may be down to 4 here.
Liking to see the 818. Ellinger's been sort of flying a little bit under the radar early on, just doing what needed to be done, and now has a lot of car left to down here in the money almost.
Man, yeah, I agree. The back of that 595 Austin Spence, man, he got a rock.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, look at that right front. Uh-oh, on the crank, too. Meanwhile, Spence and Ryland Tincher are mixing it up. There's Ellinger. I'm not 100% sure which it is.
Oh.
Yep. Stalled out. Fired right back up. We've only got 3 moving here. The lady, Ryland Tincher. Ellinger going to chase Spence down.
Swing and a miss. Spence doing a good job being defensive.
Yeah. No.
She's doing good.
Yeah, and making me nervous of that front end. If
I
it
know.
bends up too much more, then she's going to put the tires into the firewall. She's going to have a hard time steering.
That passenger side is pretty close. It started to lock up a little bit as she turned.
Mike's in that Bobcat. Turn it around. Every time I go to Butler County, I play I Can't Drive 55 because of her dad. He swears to God that he went like 53 miles an hour on the digital speedometer on Butler Counties. They got a real long, skinny track, and
wow.
I mean, he hit this guy. It was crazy, and so I always play I Can't Drive 55 since he only made it to 53.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Did you see what I seen?
Yeah, that was not good for the 818.
I'd say that probably trashed a hump on that side. Now Ryland's not moving in the 496. I don't know if she stalled out. I don't see the back wheel turning though. She took a pretty hard shot against that concrete wall from the train when it came through.
Yep.
Austin Spence has drove a clean derby in that 595. Time to put the rock in the hole.
She's on the crank.
She's done. We're down to 2.
It was looked like it was trying.
Ellinger with a nice shot there. Ryland's going to get her some hardware though to take back to Hamilton.
Yeah.
3rd place. There it is. Ellinger's all over him.
Asking if they want to finish nose to nose.
Buddy, I hate when they tell me that. Yeah, I don't care for that, but the crowd likes it. When I say I don't care for that, I don't care what they do here.
Yeah.
Me as a driver, I
Right.
don't care for that. You can hear the crowd, turn it around, bull crap. So much for the back of the car being straight.
Yep.
Ellinger sound like he's running on about 6 cylinders, but man. He has been all over the 595. Power shifting. He was neutral dropping it.
Ooh.
There, get on him.
Push.
Spence says, I don't want no more of that. Right there. Oh, man. I was looking at that left rear frame rail like a side order of potatoes. Spence got plenty of power in that 595. That's where he wants to get him, right in there between that dead car.
Starting to push out of the overflow now.
You can't. Let me back up. I've only drove this type of car twice, and it's hard to be quick enough that you need to be in that position to get there fast enough with that column shift.
Right.
There's just no comparison to be able to slap it back and forth from drive to reverse. Yeah. Yeah, both of them felt that. I think Spence could probably junk him if they got front to front pretty hard now. I think it's getting soft enough. I was wrong.
Wow.
I was wrong. I was wrong, and I'm okay with it. I was wrong. Gosh almighty, look at that mess. Ellinger just junked him. Oh, man.
Wow.
Man, taste the blood and drink it. Back up and do it. I mean, get on it.
Go circle around again. That worked out well the first time.
Yeah, Spence says, we ain't going to do that again.
Ellinger's just running low on power here.
Yep. Sound like he lost about 3 more cylinders, don't it?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a matter of wires falling off.
It's hard telling with them cars. Them coils get hot. I mean, it's really hard telling.
Yep.
Definitely starting to sound like the ice cream truck. Not that I want any homemade ice cream, but I wouldn't be mad if we got some.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Ellinger sitting on the last hit. And Spence not, he got her going, but he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Ellinger looking for the TKO. Austin Spence unable to move the hand on the stick. But he didn't pull it, did he?
Changed his mind.
He's already out. He's already out. Andrew Ellinger from New Vienna, Ohio is out, and he's celebrating.